Welcome back. We are finally entering enemy territory. First, before we go, I forgot something very important, and that is teaching Fire Blast to Moltres, or KFC. What else did we forget? I think nothing important. What is TN? Is TN? It's metronome. We don't teach it to anyone. And I guess we can go inside. The worst enemy is Raichu, and she's quite powerful enemy if you don't use glitches. Actually, she isn't that powerful in this game because her Dugong has an alpha moveset. I think all her Pokemon have an alpha moveset. These are the final ones, which have good level up moves. So, we battle Dugong. It uses Aurora Beam. And here I noticed that I didn't level up my Pokemon too high. I could just hard switch into Thunderbird and deal with it. Just let's see how much damage it does. It doesn't do much damage, and our attack became lower. Let's look at this thunder animation. It looks quite impressive, doesn't it? And with this we have eliminated the first member quite quickly. The next Pokemon is Cloyster. Cloyster looks awful in this game. It's one of the best defensive Pokemon in this game, and back then Ice types didn't suck. But Cloyster is no match for a special powerhouse like Thunderbird. Next is Slowbro, another powerful and water psychic type. This thing has only one attacking move, and it's Water Gun. Don't know what the developers were thinking with this level up move. Jinx, a hideous Pokemon. We are going to switch to Bestmon, and here I will show you something interesting. And that is, fire types are not resisting ice type Pokemon. It has nothing to do with the glitch text, but yes, fire types don't resist. They are normal to ice types, and because Charizard is also flying type, he is weak to ice type attacks. But yes, next is Lapras. Lapras is too strong, I think, but we don't have to worry about it. Even if he takes down our best Pokemon, it was... oh shit. That's the power of Lapras. Don't underestimate it. We are going to switch into Thunderbird. And hopefully we hit this Thunder attack. Which we don't. So it hits us with a 90 accuracy Blizzard. That's terrifying. But nothing to worry about. We have our KFC in this, and let's start right here. I'm going immediately to Fire Blast, and it has a nice animation. And it does nothing. Goes for Blizzard, and it probably kills our Moltres. Moltres has 125 special, and it pays off. We defeated Raichu. Next enemy is pretty much a given. The next trainer, before we counter him, let's heal our Pokemon, and by heal I mean grind them a bit higher. We won't teach Fire Spin to Charizard because Fire Spin is really awful. Might as well talk about Moltres while we are at it, because they kept getting interrupted. Moltres is a pretty impressive fire type. Agility Fire Spin combination is good and competitive. as much as this go. Here it's the worst legendary bird, and probably not something we want to use, but I'm going to use it anyway for because if I use 2 of 3 it just doesn't feel right, so I will use all 3 legendary birds so it doesn't feel left out. And they all hit like a powerhouse. Blizzard, thunder, firestorm, that's nice. Such a shame it can't learn Fire Blast per level up. It was pretty much done to keep it as technical machine that you get from Blaine, and they didn't want it to. How do I say it? Well, whatever. I just don't feel like explaining myself in this regard, but I should, right? Moltres has pretty much the worst level up move pool in the game. Here we have... Should we teach it light screen? This might come in handy, right? Like, it's better than Thunder Wave. I'm going to teach it light screen, because the screens are really powerful. I'm not grinding them up too high, because we don't need it to be that high. The next enemy is Bruno. Like, he's using 2 Onixes, and yes, it's nothing worth worrying about, really. The fighting types will be handled by Pocketsand, so let's see how it goes. Just grinding it up a little more. If you're probably noticed, besides gym leaders and your rival and the Elite Four, the champion is the only trainer who has Pokemon with a variety of levels. Every other trainer have all their Pokemon at equal level. So if one trainer uses a level 40 Pokemon and has another Pokemon, that Pokemon is also level 40. That's some weird thing they did for some reason. We switch into Frostbird because it doesn't matter what Onyx does, it will never manage to do any significant damage against our Pokemon. That Slam shows being useless again. The most useless move in the game, really. Next is Hitmonchan. All elemental punches are special moves. Hitmonchan really sucks in this game. And I'm going to switch to Pocketsand and see how much damage it uses counter. Counter only reflects fighting type and normal type moves in this game, so we don't have to worry about anything. It uses Thunder Punch, let's see how much damage it does. It does pathetic damage. We're going to quick attack its ass. Who is his next Pokemon? It's Hitmonlee. We're going to use, you know what? We're going to use Fly. He goes for Mega Kick, misses and dies. Because we hit it before the critical. Next Pokemon is Onix. Switch back to Frostbird and Bubble Beam it to death. That's a 4 times super effective move by the way, and it didn't even do a quad. And it's dead. Next Pokemon is Machan. hard switching here to... Should I switch actually? I'm going for the Blizzard attack. Let's see how much it does. He survived for some reason. It's quite surprising. Guess we go for Peck. Actually, I wanted to use Ice Beam and ended up using Peck instead. Bruno lost because Bruno sucks. This is... I have nothing against it. Agatha is a ghost type trainer, but it's more like that she's a poison type trainer because there aren't enough ghost types in the game, and all Pokemon happen to be poison types because the ghost types in this game are all poison types, and she substitutes ghosts with, like I said, poison type Pokemon. We are going to fly up its ass, and she's managed to survive, so that's quite interesting. But Gengar can take 2 flies. Next is Golbat. We use Fly again. Tries to use Haste for some reason. Goes for... It did decent damage. 3 hit Kyum. We could do. He goes whatever. Haze is pretty much useless because there are no screens yet. Next Pokemon is Haunter. Pretty much Gengar, but worse. She switches out to Arbok for some reason and goes for Bite to kill it. That was impressive. We just go for Bestmon. And go for Slash. I wanted to go for Dig, but I misclicked. Goes for Acid. Acid won't do too much. I have to be careful to be a bit slower this time, not to... Yes, let's go for Dig. Last Pokemon is Gengar. It goes for Confused Ray, and Gengar is defeated by Dig. Gengar is another really useful Pokemon, but I don't know if this is the worst gen for Gengar. It perhaps is. Nothing to worry about. We will give another rare candy. Trying to learn Mirror Move. Should we teach it Mirror Move? Not really. I think I switch out my Burbs. That's quite a long path. Our next trainer to beat is Lance. Pretty strong trainer, I assume. What Pokemon are you going to use, Lance? It's Gyarados. He's a Dragon trainer, but like I said, another case of there's only one Dragon line, so non-dragons are going to substitute some Dragon type Pokemon. Next it's the Dragoneer. We are going to switch to Frostburn. Goes for the Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is probably the best move in this game. No joke, it's actually the best move. And the reason for that is, while Hyper Beam has to charge, if you knock out a Pokemon with Hyper Beam, you can attack immediately. And I think that's a nice risk versus reward mechanic, which should be brought back in my opinion. Another thing is, Hyper Beam is a normal type move this generation, and the only way to resist or stop normal type moves is with a rock type or a ghost type. The only useful ghost type is Gengar, or the only ghost type at all. And the only good rock types are Golem and Rhydon. So, yeah. So normal types were pretty broken too. Going for the Ice Beam too, and eliminate the Dragonite, the mightiest Pokemon. Dragonite is pretty underwhelming, to say the least, for what it's supposed to be. Yeah, you won't see many people using Dragonites. And now let's defeat the Pleb for the final time. With a pretty much run down team. To flex pretty much. I hope you will enjoy this small thing of domination. Uses Pidgeot immediately. We go for the Sander, we miss, goes for normal and uses Sander against us. That was a quite interesting strategy. And it did nothing. We are going to use Light Screen here. Pidgeot goes for the wing attack and takes us down. Nothing to worry about, we switch to Pocketsand, our own Pidgeot, and use Fly. Goes for Whirlwind, Whirlwind sucks. Like I said, Whirlwind sucks. And it tries to go for Sky Attack. For 3 HP, what a waste. We are pretty much one down. Let's switch into Frostburg and use Ice Beam. It goes for Mirror Move, but it failed for some reason. I forgot what the thing, how it works exactly. But we gained a level. That's the most thing, the best, the things that matters. Now the question is, what am I gonna do now? Should I do this or should I do this? I think I will use a Hyper Potion on my Bestmon right now. And find an opportunity to switch into it. First bird will be needed later on, so I'm gonna switch to KFC because KFC sucks, and still adamant using goes for the Reflect, we go for Fire Spin, we miss, doesn't really, it was a waste of time. To be honest, we missed quite a few moves right now. But what's supposed to happen is we need a free switch here. I'm fishing for a free switch. Exactly, thank you. We go to Bestmon here. Body slam that guy. Goes for Psy Beam. Let's slash here and finish off Relicanth. The next Pokemon is Rhydon. And should I... Yes, I switch to Frosty Burp. He doesn't have a rock type move, he has Leer at this point of the game. We will throw salt to the wound by using Bubble Beam. Next Pokemon is Arcanine. Let's use Bubble Beam. I don't know what moves that Arcanine could have. Ember. Pathetic. And it's that. This next Pokemon is Exeggutor. Oh my god, how hideous. Exeggutor is another member of the Big 8. In competitive, it's the most broken, one of the most broken Pokemon. It's Psychic type, so that's a given. It has Sleep Powder, that's a given. Then you have access to Explosion, that's quite broken because it helps the opponent's stats. And the worst part is it's a normal type move, so pretty much guaranteed to kill anything. So yes, no, it can't be. Your Pleb can't beat me. I'm just 10-20 steps ahead of you. And with this we have beaten the main game of Pokemon Red. Stop! He yells at his grandson. And then says you are useless to a Pleb and says how amazing we were. Because that's how we are. We are too amazing for this game actually, and yes, this is how it ends. We are going to look at our amazing team right now. I hope you are excited. I'm not, because I played this game several years ago. And there are some stuff you probably used to expect. Let's see our team members. We have Thunderbird, the Zapdos. We have Bestmon the Charizard, because of course. Next we have Lazy Dudes, the Snorlax. We have Pocketsand the Pidgeot. We have Frosty Bird, the Articuno. We have KFC, the Nutris. And this is us, Snob, the best trainer in this region. We are trying hard, get an item finder from 8. Why should I need an item finder? Well, this is it. If you want to see the credits, watch it on YouTube on your own or something. These are the people involved, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Let's play Retrospective. We will be looking at the post game and wrap this up. Next time is probably Pokemon Yellow. I hope you are excited. I am not. Goodbye.